Good morning. In this presentation we are going to see how we can trade in MCX crude oil for this week. Before looking into that, let us see what happened last week and what we expected last week. So you can see whenever the chart which you are viewing is an 1 hour chart, that means all the single candlestick here represents 1 hour. Whenever I place the cursor on a particular candlestick, you can see the date below. You can see this tiny candlestick that represents the price opening on Monday, and we had witnessed that on the previous weeks also the price was consolidating here. You can see on Thursday and on Friday the price had a great consolidation within the zone of 4920 and below 4860. What happened after the price opening on Monday? The price went up and hit the same zone where it took the resistance on the previous week. So a failure to break this resistance put the market down. But again there was a bounce back from the support of 4820. The next day the price opened higher, but again whenever I place a cursor, you can see the date below on 16th the price opened higher, but again it took the resistance around 4920. That is the reason we have marked this as a blue color zone. More or less on you can see on 16th the price opening and closing are same. This is the closing candlestick. All these vertical dotted lines indicates the price opening and closing for the respective days. The next day the price opened just above the previous day's price closing. You can see that the price broke the zone and it stayed there, but a failure to sustain the zone pushed the price down. But again we can say the opening and closing are bit same, but the on 17th the price closing is just higher than the 16th price closing, just higher, but the trading zone, you can see the low is increased slowly, the low is increasing. So on 18th what happened? The price opened nearly, more or less near the resistance zone, and it put something there above the resistance of 4920. So now the price is ready for a breakout. You can see there was a long consolidation. I can increase the scale here. You can see there is a long consolidation. The price was taking some support, and after that the price took some clear support around 4920 and gave a bounce back. There was some resistance happened around 4950 that pushed the price down. Again the price entered into the key zone of 4900 and 4920, but there was a lot of buying within the zone that pushed the price higher. And on the next day, that is on 19th also, the price opened more or less near the same zone, just above the previous day's price closing, where it had a lot of momentum, and it reached the target zone of 5020 and just it stayed created a high of 5040. From there the market had some selling, so it couldn't sustain there. It is a very clear drop and the price closed around 4920. Again we can say it is within this blue color box that indicates it is within the consolidation zone. So we will find a lot of support around 4900 and 4920. We cannot deny the fact, because this is the zone which provided the market a clear momentum for buying. If the price for this week, if the price could not sustain this 4920 or 4900, and if the price breaks this average of 4000, it is now staying around 4890s. So when we have a price action, how we predict, what we can do is that you can see when the price opens, and if there is a consolidation for around 10 or 20 candlesticks, the moving average will slowly converge and enter into the major zone of 4900 and 4920. So a breakout below the average will be very crucial. So it can induce a lot of selling momentum and the price can drop down. If the price sustains this 4900 or 4920 for Monday, that is for today, and if we find a closing again for above 4920, then we can say still the buying momentum is on. So it is going to be a very crucial week and crucial day for crude traders. For buyers, the price should take some support around 4900, and it should put some strong clearing. So this is the way the price clears a resistance. So we need something closing above 4920 that can pull a lot of buyers to support this zone, and the price will move higher. But if there is any failure, so if the price breaks 4900 and if we see a closing below this, that indicates a clear resistance here, and a closing below the average, that will put a lot of selling pressure. So please watch the price actions very closely and follow the support and resistance. So this zone may look quite difficult, but it is the zone which can provide us good profit, like how you can see it looked very difficult for trading for the most of the time last week. But once the price picks the momentum, you can see how good we have. It is a very potential profit making zone. Just we need to stick and stay with the basics of support, resistance and trends. So it is very clear, please don't trade without stop loss in this zone, because these are all trend reversing and key decision zones. So let us see what's going to happen during our trading session. Thanks a lot for watching our videos. Happy trading. Take care. Bye.